the darkest of days. I need a spark of the change. You gon' be stuck in my waist. They pointing fingers to blame. Really, it's all in the same thing, and I never wanna be famous. Something about it we great. Something about what I made. I only feel when I'm down. I've been around and back in the lab.
Chicago, Illinois, the location for the Raptors. The leader of his team and one of the best in the NBA. Kyle Lowry looking to get going tonight as they await tip-off at United Center. Raptors, Bulls, up next. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, these the new power rankings. They tell a great story. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
And checking out Chicago, they were obviously hoping to start out better. Still, too soon to panic. But lately they've had very little luck and seem to be trending in the wrong direction.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. On the wings, Powell and Anunoby. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. And for Chicago, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at center. Always an intriguing part of the early season, Steve. Teams that are outperforming the expectations, and they look much different than we thought they would.
Yeah, you have those teams, and that's what you love. Those teams, all of us experts, we say where they're going to finish. They end up 3 or 4 slots up, and then those are the teams that just get that momentum. They get going. They have great team chemistry, and they outdo our expectations.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Got a piece of it. Levine feeling it out a bit. 6 on the shot clock. Yes, that goes in.
Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
And the Raptors with possession. Siakam, right side. The pass to Powell. 3-pointer. Chicago grabs the miss. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution and you saw the results.
Here's White, and that one is good. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. White against Lowry. Siakam outside. Over Porter. Markkanen pulls it in.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And it's Carter missing.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Anunoby. And again, Toronto no up. Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Out to White. And he overshot that one, missing.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
2 seasons at Indiana for OG Anunoby and the 23rd pick of the 2017 draft. Greg, talk about his game.
You know, NBA ready physically from day one. You know, still working for consistency with his shooting, especially at the free throw line. But I like his potential as a two-way player.
And that one misses.
Well, not an easy time on offense for the Bulls last year. They struggled mightily on the offensive end. Third worst in the league in effective field goal percentage.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Powell inside. Guarded by Levine. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. It's good from long range. And with the Bulls an effective field goal percentage, it's due to their lack of outside shooting.
Yeah, this team can shoot decently from outside. They just choose not to. Last in the league in threes. Just a play-style decision the organization is going with.
And here's Porter following Kyle Lowry's three. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Raptors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Outside Lowry. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That's what you get from a veteran playmaker. If you get open, Lowry will find you.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Levine. It's good from about 19 feet.
You see why Zach's a tough cover. He has athleticism, he can shoot the rock, and he's only getting better.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jim Boylan.
The frustration was evident in his voice when I asked him about their record. He told me, well, we've been learning the hard way. Anything less than 100% effort will not get it done. We want our guys to recognize that and be hungrier than they've been. Is it talent? Is it effort? Well, they're still trying to figure it out. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Lowry after the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. Lowry kicks to Siakam. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And I'll tell you, Siakam is like a spider in terms of his balance, his reach. He can overwhelm you.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
What's up?
And Siakam, no good on that one.
One of the league's best kept secrets, Pascal Siakam out of Cameroon. Discovered as a raw teenager at Basketball Without Borders back in 2012. Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Left side Gasol. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 5 assists tonight. Smitty, you're talking about Siakam. The Raptors president is from Nigeria and very active in the Basketball Without Borders program.
You're totally right. A prospect like Siakam was on his radar. The late first-round pick in 2016 was more than rewarding where he ended up at.
Now here is Carter. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando.
He was a shot-blocking nightmare out there. 4 blocks on the game and some alter shots as well.
Now here's Powell. Wendell Carter unable to get his last shot to go.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now Levine. He had 25 points in the win against Orlando. Bulls moving the ball around. With some arc, Gasol with the defensive effort.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Outside Lowry. The 3, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
That's a well-designed play and great execution. Lowry's one of your better scorers. Get him a shot within the flow of the offense.
Passes it to Levine. And Gasol sends it back. Powell, the pass to Anunoby. To the inside. And the shot goes in from Siakam. Siakam's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Over a decade in Memphis for Marc Gasol, even played his high school basketball there. Now a new phase.
So for the Bulls, Young's checked in for Wendell Carter, and Satoransky's subbed in for White. Raptors also changing it up. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Powell. Now here's Markkanen. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game. Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And Levine throws it down.
The question for Zach LaVine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
Now, here's Siakam. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Chicago. Chris Dunn comes in for Zach LaVine, and Toronto also making a switch. Johnson, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Lowry kicks to VanVleet. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists here tonight.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Now, here's Dunn. Pass to Markkanen. Satoransky with it. 6 to shoot. Shoots over VanVleet, and it's off the back rim, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Lowry against Young. Back to Johnson. The shot that time, not on target. Excellent D there from Markkanen. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Dunn left side. High arcing shot, and it's good on the way in.
Love that little floater by Chris Dunn. He's trying to make it a weapon.
On the wing, Johnson. From deep. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the 3-ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
And here is Valentine, following the 3-pointer by Stanley Johnson. They get it again.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Kicks it to Johnson. Van Vliet passes to Hollis Jefferson. Johnson surveying the floor. Off the mark and a bad shot there.
They better clear a spot on the bench for him because that's where he's headed if he continues to take shots like that.
Yes, he is definitely going to the bench and maybe to the locker room.
Dunn misses. Raptors leading by 15. Lowry from outside. Satoransky grabs the miss. Outside, Markkanen. Back to Satoransky. There's the pass to Markkanen. Over Lowry. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
And yes, it's good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
1:12 left in the first quarter. Passes to Valentine. Fires the three. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Johnson outside. He kicks to Lowry. There's the three. But they'll get another chance. Johnson can't get it to go.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Satoransky, that's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Lowry can't get it to go. And so Young will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Down by 12. It's stolen by Ibaka. Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Toronto up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And Serge Ibaka talked about his skill set. Now it complements Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam and what he brings to the team.
Bringing my defense toughness, my experience playing with those two guys, one of the best in the game right now, and helping those two here, and with my experience, what I learned, I think I can help the team a lot. Energy and both hands on the floor.
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Raptors so far.
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
Inside, it's Young and Markkanen. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Dunn, and it's Valentine in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now, here's Dunn, down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. 3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Pass to Dunn. Back Back to Valentine. Pass to Satoransky. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Down low. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
The aggressive side of Serge coming through asserts himself at the rim.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Dunn, wide open, he fires, and he's good on the 3-ball. Dunn's got 5.
Welcome sight for this team. When Dunn's hitting from distance, this offense really opens up.
Here's Van Vliet. That's tipped. Here's Dunn. He's got 5. And there's the pass to Satoransky. And here is Dunn. Markkanen can't get it to go. Here's Van Vliet. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He has 5. Last outing for Toronto unsuccessful. It was a loss to Atlanta. And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even with a down year as far as his three-point shooting, Ibaka's still very efficient, getting more of his offense around the rim, playing some at the 5.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Well, Steve, it doesn't matter how they do it, but there are some players, as you know, that can get into another player's head. I guess like a Dennis Rodman, but there are a lot of them now that play and use that tactic.
Yeah, Draymond Green, Kevin, Patrick Beverly, Chris Paul, I think is one of those guys. P.J. Tucker, he doesn't really talk, but he has a lot of antics. There's a lot of guys that like to get in your head. Also, Joel Embiid is one. He does it extremely well.
Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Markkanen. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Valentine. Zach LaVine's checked in for Satoransky. And it's White in for Dunn. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Pascal Siakam comes in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. OG Anunoby's checked in for Johnson. And it's Powell in for Kyle Lowry.
And you look at Wendell Carter Jr., the center out of Duke, fantastic blend of size and mobility. A lot to like about what he can do.
And the first one drops. And with Wendell Carter Jr., we saw flashes of his potential last season.
Easy to see why he was a snap pick at 7 for the Bulls back in 2018. As he gets more comfortable in his role and his teammates lean on him, he could be a force.
And so he makes both from the line.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Van Vliet with it, wide on him. And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying dividends. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. Free throw good, Levine.
You see Zach LaVine in the Bulls uniform, and it's hard not to think of the trade that sent him here. He was a big part of the deal that sent Jimmy Butler out of Chicago.
Now here's Powell. He had 15 points last outing. Van Vliet with it. White on him.
And I love seeing White use that athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot. And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And with Levine and the Butler trade, there were a lot of critics at the time. But you know what, Greg? It's worked out for the Bulls.
And Kevin, the Bulls took a chance with Levine, and he's developed into a bright young star. Took another risk giving him a big contract after the injury, but he's come back better and stronger since then.
Now here's Gasol. He's coming off a 13-point game against Atlanta.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
White up top, covered by Van Vliet. Young dishes to Porter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Porter's got his first basket.
Versus physical D, Porter shows the determination to get to his spot and finish.
Here's Siakam. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
Second free throw, no good.
You have to give Pascal Siakam a lot of credit. He's continued to improve the shooting percentage both from the field and the line.
Now here's White. Porter finds White. And here's Carter. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Carter's got his second bucket tonight. Van Vliet looking around. Over to the left wing. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Bulls trail by 9. Outside, White. Tries it from 9. Again, Chicago.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's coming off a 19-point game against Atlanta. Here's Anunoby. And the Raptors miss again.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
Porter outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Van Vliet with it. White's there. Count that one from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Outside, Porter. Passes it to Levine. Good work defensively by Gasol.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot. from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Chicago with the ball. The Raptors getting the bucket. Pass to Young. Dishes to Levine. Shoots over Powell. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Levine.
This is the capability Zach LaVine has. Can score on all 3 levels.
Now here's Van Vliet. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Anunoby. A 3-ball. That shot no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Powell against White. Gasol passes to Powell. Banked in off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 8.
Just another part of what makes Gasol so special, the vision to locate the open man.
White drives in. Rebound by the Raptors. Gasol's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now Powell. Siakam outside. Nailed from three-point land. And now it's an 11-point Raptor lead.
He is so versatile on the offensive end. Siakam's become reliable in catch and shoot, and that just makes him all the more valuable.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Gasol against Carter. Outside Porter. 5 to shoot. Levine against Siakam. Levine can't hit. Raptors leading by 11.
Well, last season, a season of change for the Bulls. They missed the playoffs with a 22-win season, and they did have a change of head coaches. Not the results many hoped for going into the year.
Now here's White. 8 points his last outing. Outside Porter. Down the jumper. Porter's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Chicago. Smitty, as you said, the Bulls were a pick by many to compete last season.
Yeah, and this team, they continue to tinker with this roster. They made the trade for Otto Porter to be a part of their future. And you know what? The rebuild continues on.
Here's White. The Raptors getting the bucket. Carter down low, working on Gasol. Levine can't hit. Raptors shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Now here's Van Vliet. White covering. Here's Siakam. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Chicago Bulls. 11-point game. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Young. Denzel Valentine comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Satoransky's checked in for Levine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Johnson, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Fred VanVleet. And the shot goes in from Siakam.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
The pass to Markkanen. Now here's Satoransky, covered by Siakam. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
And the shot goes in. Hollis Jefferson's got 6.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now here's Valentine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Satoransky with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Here's Dunn. He has 5. No good on the quick 3. Floats it up there for Siakam. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
You know, he's able to shoulder more and more of the load offensively. Siakam's star continues to rise.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Outside Lowry. And shot on the way. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
And so it's Toronto riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We got to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Kyle Lowry had a huge first quarter. He had 13 points, 8 assists, and 1 steal. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their benches provide. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, they struggled in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side, my brother.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So the Raptors 5 right now. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Lowry and Powell, the guard. And it's Gasol in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Raptors shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Steve, the player tracking data is kind of an interesting thing. It's a big part of scouting now. In fact, AI can accumulate that right from the TV feed, which to me is amazing.
It is. I think if it doesn't distract or take away from our game, to have that type of information live and from a player being able to play in a game, I think it's helpful for everything, for scouting, for, I would say, health reasons, for guys, conditioning. I love it, as long as it doesn't distract from the game.
That's a good point. Anunoby, the shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now here is Carter. He dishes it to Levine. Fires for 3. Siakam pulls it in.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Chicago grabs the miss.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And White kicks to Levine. Carter, the pass to Levine. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. No good from 11 feet.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Not how they envisioned this one.
And over the last few seasons, Kyle Lowry's scoring trending downward. His assists increasing, though, dramatically, relying more on his teammates to get the job done.
Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry. And we've seen Lowry settling for more perimeter shots in recent years.
I mean, he's always had a great motor, but you have to adapt as you get older. Some back issues starting to creep in, and important for him to stay healthy along the way.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
In a discussion of great two-way players in this league, sometimes Lowry gets overlooked, and that's a mistake. They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. And again, no good by Toronto. Bulls trailed by 21. Carter outside. Here's Levine. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. Searching for that first bucket here in the 3rd. Powell with the steal. Here's Anunoby. He's got 11. Powell kicks to Anunoby. Right side Gasol. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Markkanen's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Porter passes to White. Powell against Levine. Shoots over Powell. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got 13 points.
That's something you can't defend. Zach using his vertical to shoot over the top.
Here's Powell. 2 points. That one goes.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's White. Porter finds Levine. Oh, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Oh, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Zach LaVine has all the physical tools and a skill set with an incredible high ceiling.
He's perfect from the line this time. Coaches talk about young players needing to experience the playoffs to understand that level. Smitty, why is that so hard to simulate without going through it?
Kevin, reasons why is in the playoffs, everything is taken to another level. Also, you're seeing this team night in and night out. They know your plays, you know their plays. It comes down to just execution, and you can't have careless turnovers or those brain freezes you have in the regular season.
And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's foul number 2 for him. Raptors leading by 21. Anunoby kicks to Lowry. Passes it to Siakam. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Young's checked in for the Bulls.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And that one falls for White.
One criticism of Jim Boylen before getting extended was his offense, called too slow and too methodical. He addressed that this offseason by getting a top assistant to redesign the offense.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break, and then points at the other end.
Gasol, and Gasol with the dunk.
When you're 7-1, that rim's not far out of reach.
Bulls trail by 18. And Steve, for Boylen, a first-time head coach, a smart move to shore up his staff, though.
We see a lot of coaches now hire a specialist assistant coach to delegate part of that game to. Let's guys like Boylen focus on player development and defense.
Toronto with the ball. The Bulls knocking down the 3. The shot by Powell, no good.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
White, wide open. He fires. And it's off from three-point range. Anunoby kicks to Lowry. This one for 3. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Hey, a part of being a good floor general is understanding when it's your shot to take. Nice read by Lowry.
Pass to Markkanen. It's up a 3. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Floats it up there for Siakam. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. White against Lowry. Here's Porter. 9 points in the game so far. Outside, Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Levine inside the three-point line. And again, Chicago, no good.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White with other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Valentine's checked in for Porter. Satoransky comes in for Zach LaVine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White. Then for the Raptors, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Siakam. Monday Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Chicago calls timeout, and the Toronto Raptors knew in trading for Kawhi Leonard that he might not stick around. Even after his decision to return to his hometown of Los Angeles, Greg, the Raptors have to feel good about the way it all worked out for him.
Kevin, the first championship in franchise history, and now they set about working their way back to the mountaintop. Some talented young players and quality vets, not to mention an outstanding front office. I think it'd be a mistake to count them out.
Johnson, he's checked in for Toronto.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Young. Last year, getting it done. Last season, put up about 12 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Totally. You want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. He definitely keeps you solid up front.
Now, here's Dunn. He has 5. Young inside. Kicks it to Valentine. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Valentine's got his first 3 points of the game.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by the Raptors?
Johnson, the pass to Ibaka. Now VanVleet. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Howell for 3. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. The Bulls shooting the ball at 42%. Valentine with it. Johnson on him. Dunn dishes to Valentine. He kicks it to Markkanen. Shoots from the elbow. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Dunn's got 7 points in the game. And stolen by Valentine. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
And the Bulls had Boylan step in as an interim coach last season, Smitty, but decided to give him the keys to the car this year as well.
A surprise move as Boylan immediately was at odds with the players. Management sided with the coach. Interesting message to send to a young team looking to develop.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Thaddeus Young, no good on the free throw. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Toronto. They have a 19-point lead. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And Chicago shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. Valentine passes to Dunn. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Raptors leading by 19. Van Vliet with it. He's got 11. It's Powell on the wing, defended by Young. Shots good by Ibaka.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Markkanen kicks to Satoransky. Kicks it out to Markkanen from the arc. Can't hit that one. And Toronto will go the other way with it. To the inside, Hollis Jefferson. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Markkanen can't get it to go.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
To the middle, here's Valentine, and the jam by Valentine.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
Powell, the pass to Johnson. Back to Powell. Johnson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Done outside. To the paint. Markkanen kicks to Satoransky. The pass to Young. Shoots over Powell. Shots good from Young. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night. Raptors leading by 19. Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. Now here's Van Vliet. He's tightly guarded. Dunn with some nice D. The Bulls shooting 43% from the field. Inside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
I like the toughness. Markkanen was not considered a physical player coming into the league. I think he surprised some people now.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the Bulls making a change here. Carter's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. Siakam is checked in for Stanley Johnson. Free throw, no good for Markkanen.
Lauri Markkanen is a guy you can build around. The 7th overall pick in a very strong 2017 draft.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 17.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
And here is Siakam. From deep 3-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Raptors lead by 15. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Young and Carter are the big men inside. Chris Dunn is out there with Thomas Satoransky. And it's Levine in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Carter, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And with Carter, he's only going to get better over the years.
The upside is easy to see. He always finds ways to contribute to this team. Not sure if he'll be a star, but he'll be a rock on the offense and defensive end for a long time.
And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Ibaka, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Powell. Softly drops in the floater. And the Raptors lead by 16.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Young taking his time here. Passes it to Levine. Here's the floater. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Van Vliet. Jacks up a 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Carter's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Offensive rebound. Off with the layup.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Here's Siakam. No good on the shot. Good defensive work there by Young. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Levine. Again, Levine missing.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Bulls trail by 16. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
The Bulls have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Chicago making some changes. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Satoransky, and it's White in for Chris Dunn. Raptors also changing it up. Anunoby, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson, and it's Lowry in for Fred Van Vliet. Now here's Porter. Ball's knocked Loose. Here's Lowry. Finished off the break. Lowry's got 19 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
White the pass to Levine. And players now, Steve, more able to dictate where they want to play. How has free agency changed since you came into the NBA?
I think the signing of shorter contracts, Kevin, guys with player options. And then I think also for a lot of players, they're not taking as much money, leaving money on the table because the endorsement deals off the court is making up for some of their money on the court.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
And he's good on the second. Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
So it's Chicago now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Carter outside. Back to White. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Beautiful find by Carter. Sees the floor really well for a young big.
Levine against Powell. Pass to Siakam. Shot clock at 6. For 3. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half. Now has his second.
And Levine, here we go. That one goes. Count it.
The ability to score is there for Zach LaVine. He's proven that. Just needs to continue to develop his understanding for the game.
And it's sent back by Carter. And another shot. Here's Ibaka. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Saturday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks. Then on Friday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Houston Rockets. The first free throw is good.
Serge Ibaka has gone through a lot of roles since he's entered the league. Now pretty much a shot blocking stretch 4.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka. We were just talking about this, Steve, as the game of basketball always evolves. You look at the WNBA now, the quality of play there is terrific.
The talent level in the WNBA is at an all-time high. I love watching and gaining some tricks on how they play the game. And also, Kevin, athletically, there's a lot of young ladies being able to dunk the basketball now.
Absolutely amazing. You're right, Steve. Now Porter following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. White dishes to Porter. Over Lowry. That one a little long.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Anunoby in the corner. Three-pointer. And it's White with the rebound. Bulls trail by 20. To the middle. Here's Levine. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Raptors president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, not just doing an amazing job in Toronto, he's also had a huge role in the growing of the game in Africa.
Growing up in Nigeria, he fell in love with the game of basketball, and he has worked his way up. Now he's given a hand back, building pathways for others to follow in his footsteps, bringing the development and leadership to the continent.
Free throw good, Levine. And so Levine nails both of them. Raptors leading by 18. And Lowry gets double teamed. Here's Anunoby. Off target from three-point range.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Carter. Young trying to break free. The shot's good from Carter.
Wendell did this against high-level college competition. Consistently showcased the ability to score with efficiency.
Now here's Lowry. There's the triple. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 13 with that last one. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Now the pass to Ibaka. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 18.
Powerful move. Ibaka with the natural explosiveness to finish through contact.
White finds Levine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Knocked away. Now Powell. Outside Lowry. Lets the three fly. He can't get it to go. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's White. And White slams it in.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
Toronto leading by 16. Now here's Lowry. Pass to Ibaka. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. The Bulls shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. And White kicks to Porter. Back to White. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Young from the arc. But they recover it. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Carter down low, defended by Ibaka. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Raptors leading by 18. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Ibaka finds Powell. Back to Ibaka. Outside Lowry. Launches a three. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Here's White. The teardrop falls in. White's got 13 points in the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Lowry passes to Anunoby. Back to Lowry. Lays it up off the glass. Lowry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And there are guys who can drive like Lowry, but not many that can shoot as well, too. That's what opens up his penetration game.
And White kicks to Porter. Outside, White. Back to Carter. All alone. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Lowry. And the layup's good off the glass. Lowry's got 23 points.
He's been calling his own number all night, and Lowry's not wrong. He's the one with the hot hand.
Bean passes to Porter. Kicks it to Young. Levine against Powell. No good that time. Ibaka with some nice D. Raptors leading by 20. To the inside. Lowry passes to Siakam. Count that one. 21 points in the game.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 22. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter. Presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Lowry.
As the ringleader of their offense, he has been on his game tonight, spreading the ball around, keeping everyone involved, making sure the offense never gets bogged down. He's just giving them just what they needed at that point guard position.
Their losing streak had gotten to the point where somebody, anybody, had to put his foot down. And even though there were other more probable candidates, he's been the one to take over that leadership role. Felicio, the pass to Hutchison, and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
.144 left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. That one falls.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Archie Diacono kicks to Blakeney. To halt the run and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. Here's Thomas. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Kyle Lowry.
You love to see this kind of leadership, directing traffic, keeping everyone happy. He was the straw that stirred the drink.
Payne, sweet little floater.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Chicago with the ball. The Raptors getting the bucket. Here's Blakeney. Lock at 6. Here's Felicio. Good D by Siakam. Here's McCall. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Mark. Congrats on the win. How did you guys get in rhythm offensively?
Sharing the ball, just making the play, and just, making each other better. That's always something really good, and it gets contagious both sides.
Yeah, the ball was really moving tonight, and I know that's how you want to play. Thanks, Mark. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.